All right, guys, welcome back to yet another one. We are going to be installing an operator today. First things first, we got to get rid of the sensors. Then we got to get rid of the wall button. You want to be gentle and you want to take it easy on this stuff. Got the keypad down. Safety first, guys, safety first. Now that it's unplugged and the wires are out, we can start taking the opener down. Here is why we're here. This is your nylon gear kit. Goes up to your sprocket. Gear and sprocket. Gear and sprocket kit. This is your RPM sensor. How many realms per minute? So it knows how many times it flows around. That hooks up to the circuit board. Looks like it might be damaged. Somebody may have damaged this. Not sure who. Someone may have damaged this. So now we got to take it down and put a new one in, folks. Here we go. Get rid of the sensors. Throw away your wall button. Somebody broke this guy's keypad, so we're also going to have to replace that. At an upcharge, of course. This comes with one remote, and the customer is going to pay extra money for a keypad. We are using the Security 3.0 LiftMaster Builder Series model 2100L with a 7-foot chainrail. This is your standard opener. This goes to the white learn button. Wireless keypad ran by a 9-volt battery. If you have an older opener with a yellow learn button, you can move over to a different keypad that has an M. What does that mean? I do believe what that means is right there. White, yellow, purple, red, orange, green. This keypad will go to any opener, new or old. It is a universal because it's L97NM. The L97NS is proprietary to the white button. See that? It doesn't go to nothing else. This is proprietary to the opener. Now we get down the 7-foot rail. Enough messing around. Get back to work. Put this down. And there she is, folks, in all her glory. We are going to put this in for this customer. User's guide, keypad, remote, wall button, emergency release, safety sensor, bracket, safety sensors, wall button, wire, for family safety, for family safety, for family safety, for family safety, operator, beefed up gear head, way better, Builder Series, LiftMaster model 2100L, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. You can even use your phone to open with My Cue. All right, guys, now we're going to attach the rail to the motor head. You're going to need a 1/4 inch drive. This orange one is a 1/2 inch. And that way you can take the rail bolts out. First thing you're going to want to do, take these screws out. Put your guide rail, chain rail, your chain guide. Just had to switch mics. My microphone died. Now we have to tighten this. You can't leave it like that. That happens right here. 2 1/2 inch wrenches. What I do is I back this bolt up. I make sure the chain is straight all the way down and all the way around. It ain't twisted. I take a nail punch because I don't want this twisting either. 12 point, 1/2 inch socket. Oh, hold on. We got this wrong. Well, what's wrong? Well, I'll tell you what's wrong. The lock washer goes on first. Well, I shouldn't say first. In between the bolt. It doesn't go on this side. Okay. Goes nut, lock washer, nut. Put that in there, put it here, run her home as far as you can. That pushed me out because this hit back here. So I bottomed out the socket, and now we just take 2 1/2-inch. I got one that's fixed and one that ratchets. I don't need either one of those items right now. I can just do it by hand. And we're pretty tight already. That's pretty close already. Just give it a few notches more. If your chain slaps when you're running your opener, bang, 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 you can hear the chain banging. It's way too tight. It's called a slap tight. That's a nickname I gave it. You just loosen it. Just do the opposite of what I just did here. Loosen it up. I like to put my tool in here and bend this out. Give it a little more gap, so to speak. You can see this is bent in now. I do that because of the guide rail that's up there on the gear head. It likes to run wide. So, you know, when I first started, they'd be like that. Now they're just way out. Uh-oh, I got a problem. This should not be falling. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll put some spring tension on for the customer. Oh no, she's balanced. Never mind. We're good. Oh yeah, she's balanced. She's pretty. So we're good to go there. First thing you want to do is disconnect the J-arm. Second thing, disconnect it from the mounting bracket. Pull the pin. Move old items out of your way. Put your 4-foot ladder up by the door. Take your 6-foot, put it under the opener. All right, guys, this is where I need help, so you can watch me. You need 2 hands. You take your 7/16 6-point nut driver. You take out the lag screws. Now that they're out, you're holding the opener on its own weight. Walk down your ladder. Make sure you're outstretching your arms and understand this is not light. You have to put your muscles on. Make sure you're not getting caught on stuff. And then bring it down, baby. Bring it down. Bring it all around. I don't care. Drop it down. I don't care. Oopsie. I didn't mean to do that. Now I take my 1/2-inch socket and I get that perforated angle so I can hook up a new opener. And not have to, tell them, you got to buy metal. What are you talking about? Metal is already here. So we're going to put that on. Right now we're going to go do the sensors. Get those all squared away. Here's your safety sensors. There's two, one sending, one receiving. The sending signal has a orange amber LED light. The receiving has a green. If it's not talking to the sending sensor, the green receiving sensor will be flashing green. If you come outside, you hit your wall button, your door starts to go down, but then reverses. Check your sensors. If the unit flashes the light bulb and makes an audible clicking noise, it's 1000% the safety sensors. If it reverses and goes beep loud, that means pressure. Something was underneath the door and it started pushing on it and it had a back pressure, or the door is heavy with a broken spring and it yanked it down faster than the speed control can handle. That will make the door operator beep, depending on what model you have. Check your force settings, FORCE settings. You can turn them up on the back. But on the newer ones, you have to go through the whole cycle, and it self-computes. It self-computes the strength it needs to lift and close the door. Because, say you're a homeowner, and you're like, my door won't close, what do? I'm a tightwad. So what customers or homeowners have been doing is going to the back of the opener and cranking the close strength setting. And that, my friends, is how kids were dying, cats were getting killed. Anything under the door is going to get hurt. A car would get dented. Until something snaps or breaks, if that strength setting is set on 10, it will go down until something breaks, I promise you. But if it self-computes and you can't control it, you're safe. If you hook this opener up and stand under the door, it'll feel like someone placed a hand on your shoulder, and the door will reverse when it feels negative back pressure. So I don't typically wire all new unless it's a new install. I'm a splice guy. I mean, the wires are good. If they were chewed up and old AF, well, then I would replace them. But when the wires are in still great shape, reuse them. Save the time. Get on your grind. I got another job to get to. I don't have time. Did you hear that rhyme? Did you see me shine? No? Maybe next time. And if you're wondering, well, Mr. Monster G, how would I know which is which? One has writing, one does not. That is the receiver. Hopefully it's focusing. Receiving sensor, sending sensor. It does not matter if it goes on this side or if the receiving goes on this side. It doesn't matter. What matters is you know which one is which and what means what. You stick this through here. This goes right through the sensor. Locks in that little holder. Has a wing nut. Very easy. Put it on. Hold it. Start the wing nut threads. Hold it. Lined up, straight. You can feel with your thumbs. And then crank it down. Grab your master force. Staple gun. Do not recommend buying it. It's a POS, by the way. Been through several. I will say, Stanley is the way to go. So then you might say, Tom, why'd you buy that then? Well, I bought it because I was in a hurry and they didn't have the one I liked. And now it's been 2 years and I still don't have the one I like. Now I tie these together. Pull them tight. Cut it. I grab it. Hold it. Separate it. Grab it, hold it. Separate it. And then black stripe to black stripe. And then these two are nothing to nothing. So your negative and your positive. Grab it again, cut it so you have a perfect length. I take a magic marker, I pull them straight, hold them all, mark across. This is something I thought of over the years of doing this job. That way I can get a perfect peel every time. I go on the mark, hold it back, take it off. Go on the mark, hold it off, take it, pinch it on a black mark, rip it off, find the black mark, set it, hold it, pull, and now there's nothing uneven about this. Everything's even, Steven. And if you don't know, find someone named Steven and ask him. He'll tell you. You say, hey, Steve, is this Eve? He says, it's Eve. I say, okay. Even Steven, baby. Steve approved. Don't know who Steve is, don't care, but he approves. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate your insight. All right, go to the other side, guys, and repeat the process. Hold it in, wing the wing nut, hold it even, crank it down, wire it up. All right, guys, now that the other sensor's in, you can check on my wiring. All right, guys, now we're going to put on the wall switch. That's the button. That's to turn the light on and off. If you open this up, there's a learn button right here. So you can teach remotes, keypads, vehicles, internet, Wi-Fi, etc., etc. Get rid of this old staple. You know, sometimes wires are old and thin or just different. So I've learned that not all the time does the smallest one fit. So my dad, shout out to you, Pops, Willie G, baby, he taught me this. Use a lighter. Strip it off. Use a lighter, just heat it up, comes right off. No fuss, no muss. Take your Phillips number 2, back off the white, back off the red. Find your red and white indicators. If it doesn't have one, don't freak out. Just connect it, and then when you're up by the opener, you'll get it. If it doesn't work one way, switch it. It'll work the other way. It's not quantum physics. It's not Darwin's theory. Certainly not splitting atoms. Oh yeah. You hear that click, baby. Some nice stuff. And make sure the wire's not behind it. You don't want to wreck it. Run it home. Check the tension, because if you pinch it, it kind of folds everything in and doesn't work good. Yeah, buddy. Laugh, it's funny. Put the rail in the mounting bracket. And this is why you need a 6-foot Warner. or whatever. It doesn't have to be worn, I guess. Fiberglass for me is the way to be. Been doing this so long. Aluminum didn't stand the test of time. Steel did not stand the test of time. Guess what did? Fiberglass. That's a newer ladder, and this ladder is 4 or 5 years old, and I got all the faith in the world in this one. All right, guys, make sure you don't drop the opener. Back it off. Line up the holes. Slide in the pin. If you're like me, you're good at getting long sticks into narrow holes. I hear you laughing at home. Thanks for watching this far into the video and catching my little hidden gems. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Shout out to Mikey. Shout out to my crew. Shout out to my subscribers. Appreciate you. All right, now we're going to put this up as far as we can go. See where it lands. All right, so there. We're going to go in the second hole, putting the 1/2-inch bolt and nut through the perforated angle iron that has 6 holes. So it's roughly 6 inches. Plus I can tell by looking at it. I'm really good at knowing what 6 inches looks like. There's another little hidden gem for you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes on the opener. We are going on the 4th one, second to last from the back. 1/2-inch bolt, lock washer, 6-point nut, hand tightened, because you know, that's how I roll. Get out your 12-point, 1/2-inch. I think just stand these straight. I can tighten them right now. I don't even care. I'm not scared. You're scared. All right. Get a 6.7/16 driver bit. 6-point legs. Support it. Line it. Make sure it is as straight as can be. Like Tommy G. See another little hidden gem there. Straight as can be, like me. Just don't ask my buddy Mikey. He likes to tell you different. He's joking, of course. He doesn't like to get let's just say too serious, because he knows the consequences. All jokes aside, opener is now up. I could hang from this. I don't recommend it, but I could. Hi-ya! Bring that cord around. We'll probably wrap it around this, just in case anything does fall. This will stop it. All right, guys, here's the wall switch cord. I can decipher that a mile away. You can run it about 10,000 different ways. But Tony G is here to stay, and he runs it only one way. That's the right way. Okay, that's the red and white on the opener. Red and white controls the wall button. Black and white controls the safety sensors. Now I can plug it in. And the wall switch light is on, so I'm good. I don't have to unplug it, but I did. And it's a personal thing. It's because I want to test myself. I want to wire it, and when I plug it in, I want to see everything turn on. I want to see the sensors light up correctly. I want to see the wall switch light up correctly, and then I know, good job. I know I could do it the other way. Plug it in, put the wires in, and look down and see if the lights come on. But I like to keep things fresh, mysterious, if you will. What's going to happen? I don't know. Did you do it right? I don't know. Did you fail? I don't know. I don't think so. All right, the two whites go in the white. That's in. Push the button. Push the copper in. Let go, nice and tight. Make it look nice. Because I got full confidence they ain't coming back out. So we'll go in the holder. That's up high enough. That's not rubbing on the chain. That's good there. That's not on the chain. Now, oh, one more thing. The ultimate test. Where is that now? Right there. The ultimate test I like to do too is, I like to try to have a light bulb when I plug it in. I don't know. It's kind of like Frankenstein waking up. It's like, oh yeah, baby. That's me. Yeah, this gear head is just toasted. Check that out, guys. That's what broke. That's what brought me here today. Alrighty, here we go. That light should come on. I should have green and orange. Orange and green, doesn't matter. Here we go. Boom. Orange, green. No light bulb. Son of a biscuit. Oh, it's dim. This one's a piece of S. It's a POS, guys. Let's see. No light bulb in there. We are SOL, folks. But just to make sure it works, we can robby-dobby that one. Put it in here. All right. There you go. So it works. Put the cover on. Hook up the J-arm. Program it. Collect the fees. Grease, oil, spray, lube. And we are out of here. On to the next one. All right, guys, I got to put my emergency rope on. That's this guy here. This is your emergency release. Open and close by hand with this rope. Pulling towards the back of the garage to disengage. Clicking it back towards the front of the garage to re-engage. Trolley, carriage, assembly. Hold the knot tight. What I do is a loop, swoop, and pull situation. That's my signature. So if I ever come back, well, I already know that I installed this. Out that way, the spring's fully extended. That is your release. I'll have a close-up view coming now. All right, guys. Give it a pop. Now those two will marry back together when this is small. So I can get that to click in. It's all locked in now. Well, let's say I don't have power now. I come out here, my power's down. Power company says it's going to be a couple hours or a day or two. I need to go to work. I got to get groceries. I got to pick my kid up from school. I got a doctor's appointment. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm a lawyer. I need to get to my case. No, scratch that. I'm a firefighter. I got to put a fire out. Better yet, I'm a policeman. And I got to stop the young YNs from doing what they do. Fact or fiction? any crime. We need to go. We need to have this door functioning, working at all times. That's why it was essential during COVID as well. Pop it. Your door is free to run manually. Pop it back to re-engage. Leave it engaged. And let's program this bad boy. Got your sending sensor on. Your receiving sensor is on. If it ever flashes, that means it's not communicating. Try to align it or move the obstruction. Button is on. I'm going to hit the light switch. You guys can watch the light go on and off. Say hello to my little friend. Woo! You! Woo! You, fool! All right, guys, we are going to be programming the Security 3.0 Builder Series Model 2100. Push the button in the middle. You are in programming mode. The up arrow is flashing. It wants you to program the up. I hear some noises I don't like. Don't know what that is. We got to figure that out. Get it above the threshold. Make sure you're not banging into that or that. Save it by pressing and releasing this. Now you can program the down. I got to loosen the chain a little bit. That's what I think that is. She's crunching. Seat it to where you want it. You can toggle up and down. Toggle down. Watching up there now for tightness. So damn tight, it's ridiculous. Back it off. Right there. Push and release the save in the middle. Now it's going to flash and beep. It's going to run up, setting the strength setting. We were talking about this earlier. The FORCE setting, force. Right now it's self-computing how much power it needs to lift this garage door. Stops at the limit I saved. Now it's beeping and flashing. It's saying, get out of my way. Like I'm about to go up or down. Warning, warning. That's what that is. Light flashing is for deaf people so they can see it. The beeping is for blind people so they can hear it. I think I said that right. We have good pressure. We have a good seal. That's it, folks. We're just about done. All right, Mr. Thomas, how do we program a remote to the unit? Very easy. Push and release the circle learn button. Push and hold. Boom. Let go. Push and release. That's it. Your remote's programmed, folks. You might say to yourself, well, Mr. Monster G, how do we program a keypad? Push and release the circle learn button. Type in your code, 4 digits. 1, 1, 1, 1. Push and hold the garage. Push it again. Now your keypad works.